everybody. Welcome to Dear Dana. I'm so glad you can be here. Yes, I like the music better, but YouTube counts it as a repetitive video for whatever reason, and I have the tendency to play it too long. So for now, we'll do the countdown till I find something better. But I'm so happy to see you here. Tonight, we will be learning about dark empaths. They are the most dangerous of all. If you have not heard about them, we will be talking about that personality trait tonight. It's October, so we are tapping into some of the more dark things. Yes, more dark things. Hey, James Pruitt. Hey, Gourmet Thursday. And toward the back end, for, entertainment purposes, we will be doing angel card readings. Yes, we will. And I figured we'll start with the dark and go to the light. Because, I don't like dark empaths. No offense, dark empaths. But it just makes me feel icky. Makes me feel icky. I don't know if you've ever run into dark empaths in your life, but, baby, makes me feel icky. Do not like it. But, hey, Marie Crumb. Hello, Arseny. So glad to see you too. And I'm so happy as well to see let me scroll on up. Cynthia living with MS, bless your heart. Me too, living with that myself. Check out Cynthia living with MS, her channel, and James Pruitt's channel. And anyone else who has a channel, let me know so I can shout you out. But yes, check their channels out. I love to support other creators. Yes, I do. Room enough for all of us. But welcome to Dear Dana. I am a trained psychotherapist, but I do not do psychotherapy on this channel. I also do guided meditation, hypnosis. On this channel, we will talk about psychology, spirituality, pop culture, social commentary, and so much more. But today we are talking about the dark empath. Dun 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 dun. Also known as the triad. Because they're Machiavellian, they deal with psychopathy and also narcissism. Yes, they do. Why, you say? Why are they the dark triad? Because they have 3 of those personality traits rolled up in one like the Tootsie Roll. Think of Dear John. If you ever watched that about the true story of Dear John, he is the epitome of the dark empath. The dark empath is empathic more on a cognitive level. They understand empathy. Do they feel it so much? It's not like they feel your emotions and they're feeling and taking them on. No, not so much. They understand the empathy of another. And they listen and you feel like, I'm being heard. They understand my feelings. They understand them in a cognitive way, in almost a precise surgical way, where they can use them against you later. Yes, they do. Do they understand that they are a dark empath? I don't know that they understand the definition of that's what they are. But they are very dangerous. Very dangerous. Because they are able to scope people out. They're narcissistic, Machiavellian, like I said. They have psychopathy. They will use all your weaknesses, take them all in. Take them all in, baby. And seem very charming and very charismatic and listen to you and make you feel all warm and fuzzy. But they'll manipulate you. Make you feel like, I got a friend. I got a friend for life. I have got a friend for life. And they're the type of person that will have that very rude humor. They will take something of a weakness of yours and use rude humor against you. Have you ever had somebody do that? Take a weakness of yours and turn it into painful, rude humor. I've had somebody do that. My ex husband did that. Hello, Willow. Hey, Care Bear. Take something of yours, not a thing, like a personality trait or something that. What the? Did y'all hear that? Did you hear that? I hear air going off in this room. Am I the only one that hears this? Okay, I'm scared. OMG. Wait a second. Hold on. This is scary. Ah, honey. Okay, I'm talking about this, and all of a sudden the hot water heater in here starts blowing. Freaky, freaky, scary. We've lived here all these years, and that has never happened. And that is the same closet that I told y'all that I saw all those 3D kids coming out of. My heart is pounding. I'm talking about dark empaths, and all of a sudden, did it stop? No, I turned off the water. I'm going to forget to break us the water. My heart is pounding a million times a minute. Can I continue or no? Freaky, freaky, freaky. Apparently, the dark empath doesn't want me to expose him. My heart is crazy right now. We've lived in this house since Eden was. We've lived in this house 11 years. That has never happened. Ever. And I get in here and start talking about that, and that happens. Ugh. Thank you, James Pruitt. Yeah, I'm okay, but that was loud and terrifying. I'm glad I didn't ignore it and jumped up and went and got him. I opened that closet and it's like spraying. It sounded like a big, huge, hot balloon going off. He said, at least there's a pan under it. OMG. That's the weirdest thing ever. Talking about getting someone's attention, that's bizarro. Oh, it's lively, all right. Woo! I'm talking about having, we've got 2 hot water heaters in the house. One is in a whole different part of the house. Ooh, this isn't a small house either, but whew. As I was saying, and I did prayers of protection and everything before I came in here. Um, Dark empaths are one of the most dangerous. Um, I don't, it is said that the man that previously owned this house and added on to the house, let's get into the scary part, right? Story time. Let's get off the off the section for a minute. The man that previously owned this house added onto the house. This is a 1955, originally 1955 house that had one, two, three bedrooms and one bathroom, a small kitchen, little dining area, and a living area. Then this man added on two more bedrooms, a huge family room, a screen porch, 3-car garage, pool. He made the house significantly bigger. Okay? After he did, he went into debt because he borrowed so much money. When this happened, his wife left him with the kids. I think he went into self-medicating mode. I don't know what all he did. God forgive me. When we bought the house, it had been bank owned and had been sitting. It needed some repairs. So we got the house and started making some repairs. It still needs a few more things. Made the pool workable, did some things to the garage, changed some floors, painted, etc. When we were in here painting, my dad was still alive. And I think I've said this before. My dad went outside, we went outside. My mom was trying to get something off the floor, and she heard something to the effect of, get out, or Angela, let's go, something like that, in a heavy voice, which my dad had the radio voice, but my dad was outside. I went in to get my mom. This is before we actually moved in, when we were still painting. I went in to get my mom and said, Mom, let's go. And she said, where's your dad? I said, Dad's outside. And she went, OMG. I just heard a voice tell me to get out or let's go or whatever. And everybody's outside. And I said, yes, Mom. And she goes, there's a ghost in here. This house is haunted. Well, they told us that the man unlived himself somewhere else. Yeah, right. I feel like it happened here. You get what I'm saying? I feel like it happened here. And now I'm doing a show. Now I'm doing a show about dark empaths. I have protected this room. I have protected this room and said prayers. And now this thing's going to blow up on me. It's going to blow up on me. I think he overdosed. Or some other way that I don't want to say. He unlived himself. I can't say the other word. I'll get in trouble with YouTube. But anyway, I have activity in this house. And I have activity in this house. I'm real close to water. I can walk across the street to the lake. Lake Lanier, which is haunted anyway. One of the most haunted lakes in the United States. And then you put me in the house, and I am who I am, and I track things like flies on honey. I love you, honey. That's what we call each other. He turned around and went, huh? So here you go. Action. I told him, I said, I've got to get my energy up. Well, it's up now. It is up now. Welcome to Dear Dana. We're talking about dark empaths. So back to dark empaths, now that I know I'm safe. Yep. No wonder that portal opened and all those kids came through in 3D for me. Remember me telling you about that? But dark empaths are more cognitive empaths. And like I told you, they're called the dark triad. Let me reiterate that for those just walking in. They're called the dark triad because they have the characteristics of narcissism, Machiavellian, and psychopathy. Psychopathy. If you don't know what Machiavellian is, they're cunning and scheming and scrupulous. That's what Machiavellian is. They're very surgical about how they plan things. And they're very social. They have social personalities. And they're cognitive empaths, where regular empaths are very feeling like sponges and take on the emotions of others. Dark empaths, they know how to cut it off. They don't absorb the emotions of others, they take it in cognitively so they can plan. And they're attracted to people they see as weak, that need love and attention. You get what I'm saying? And they're very patient in how they try to manipulate people. Back to the movie Dear John. They can make people think they're the perfect partner for someone. Back to the movie Dear John. If anyone watched it and remember how he manipulated the partner, tried to make her think he was there for all of her needs. Thank you, Care Bear. But yeah, I'm close to all kinds of water around here, and water attracts spirit. But I don't worry so much about spirit, because spirit is without body and connected to Creator. Ghost, as I explained last time, is disembodied, and they haven't gone into the light because either they're confused and were resistant to go into the light because they feel like they have unfinished business. If they're confused, they may have passed tragically and don't realize they are DEAD. That can happen because time doesn't really exist. Care Bear said, Willow said, wait, let's get back to that. Let's go to Willow first. Willow said, I'm not an expert, but I had my experience of my own. What kind of experience did you have, Willow? Let me ask you, is everybody awake after that happened at my house? I didn't know if you could hear it or not. I heard the low shh, and then it got louder and louder. Care Bear, I had a guy I dated that was a narcissistic sociopath. There was nothing empathic about him, and I still never fully recovered from it, and it's been 20 years. Did he ever act like he understood what you were feeling at any time? Maybe in the beginning, etc. Because if he was a narcissistic sociopath, he could have been a dark empath. They don't necessarily feel your feelings. They can make you feel hurt in the beginning, and then you get wrapped up. Because they can gaslight you a lot. They can gaslight the heck out of you until you're confused about your reality, where you get wrapped up in it like a spider web, and it's hard to get out. I am so sorry you went through that, Care Bear. Woo! If you are near water and you are a spiritual person, it will wind up spiritual energy big. Tell us about your experience, Willow. Look, and dark empaths do not like to be rejected whatsoever. If they do something good for you, let me tell you, there is you're going to owe them. you are going to owe them down the road. And they will manipulate you if they do good for you, good for you, good for you. There is a cost attached to that. Trust and believe there is a cost attached to that. They are not doing good for you from the core of their heart. Look, if I do good for somebody, there is no cost attached to it unless it's work related or business related. Because that in itself, there needs to be spiritual balance. But if I say, let me do this for you because I want to, because I want to give this to you, it's free, I want to give this to you, it's from my heart, there is no intention or cost to it. You see what I'm saying? Ever. People that know me know that's true. I have no expectations in that way. Like with my moms, for instance. They come and go as they can. I have no expectations in that way. I'm appreciative when they can be here. And if they can't, that's free will because everybody has their life. I have no expectations in that way. I'm appreciative. That's just an example. Care Bear said, yes, he pretended, then he would turn around on me. Yes, gaslighting. Care Bear, honey, that's the dark empath. Willow says, I had my light flicker, door open by themselves, and sometimes I can't find my keys and I find it later. Ooh, yeah, you're having some experiences. You got a prankster on your hands, Willow. Well, whoever decided to set my hot water heater off, you got my attention. It is the month of activity. I sense you, I feel you. This room is filled with white light. That portal is usually where children exit to get my attention. And I do not feel like it's Noah. Noah wouldn't do that. Noah wouldn't go that far. So, you definitely got my attention. The entire time we were together, he was engaged and had a daughter. He literally just disappeared. I didn't fully find out and put the puzzles of it all together until last year. Wow. I am very sorry you went through all of that. I hate it when they try to play somebody. You know what I mean? Look, when I got divorced and my friends made me try to be, I'm so weird, I'm so wiggly, I'm trying to get comfortable, jumping up like that. I jumped back down, I didn't get situated. When they got me acclimated to want to date, I became a double knot spy. If someone was interested in trying to date me and I was a little bit open to it, I searched them high and low to find out information. And I also let my intuition be my guide. You have to. You have to. And you hate to be that way, but shoot. No, a child wouldn't scare me. Well, if they were older, teen years, spirit-wise, they would do that. But me talking about dark empaths, something's up. Yeah, but the guy that built this house, he lost everything. He lost everything. And he took his own life. And I do feel like he did it here. He did it here. Yeah, you can block him and tell him to stop. You know? Do no harm. And I filled this room with white light. But when I filled the space, I didn't think about the closet. So now I'm going to shoot the closet with white light. and fill my house with white light. All of it, every inch of it, and surround it with white light. Shield it like a globe. My entire life has been filled with low self-esteem issues and guys using me for sex. So imagine the excitement I had that someone wanted me. I can understand that, Care Bear. I can understand that. That's why it's so important to do self-work. To do self-work and switch that self-esteem and start seeing the gifts within you. Because I haven't met you in person, and I can sense the gifts within you, Care Bear. The intelligence, the heart, the lovely human being that you are. And when you start working on that and hold on to all the wonderful things that you are and let your energy resonate higher and your self-esteem, all of that is going to switch. All of that is going to switch. When I got out of my first marriage and I was alone with Noah for a few years, my self-esteem started to rise. Oh, hey, shoeless one, Steve. So happy to see you, sweetheart. He says, always lovely to have you here. Have an awesome night, everyone. Got to go to my appointment. We are always happy to see you here, my friend. You have a wonderful night. Hey, Shay B and Shelly Marie. Yeah, ooh. Shay, you missed the excitement, girl. Only one man besides my dad has ever told me he loved me, and he was my best friend in high school. But that's another story for another time. I have so many. You know, we need to have a story time night, like we're sitting around the fire and share stories with each other. Because you know what? Books and movies are made of real stories. And we all have a book or many books within us. And that's what real stuff is made out of. We were sitting here talking in this room, and I always fill the room, this channel, all of you with light. And I've been here over 10 years, and a hot water heater that was a portal before, we heard shh, and it started going off and spraying in this room. But we need to have story time in this room. On this channel, one night. And have our imaginary fire and start sharing. That's really, really important. I feel like we have created a safe space here. We've created a no-hate zone, a safe space, a healing space. Your vibe attracts your tribe. This is a place where everybody can and will and should resonate higher for yourself, for others. A healing zone where change can be had for each individual. And good things can come to every one of you. Oh, not just Shay, thank you. Give me too much credit. It's not just because of me, it's because of every one of us. It's because of every one of us. There's so much angst going on in the world. But if we take individual possession of our lives and start peeling away things that aren't suiting our lives, that aren't healing us and aren't serving us, guess what? We can create growth for ourselves. Oh, baby, Arseny, we all got too many stories. Thank you, Shay. We all got too many stories, but we can pick and choose because you don't know what story you have that might very well be the very thing that someone else needs to hear, right? Someone might need to hear that very story that will give them strength or not make them feel alone or give them the very thing they need to keep moving forward when they feel like they're paralyzed or they don't have the power. You never know. You never know. It might create that domino effect. You just never know. So don't underestimate your stories. We've got to figure out a way to do that, right? People spend too much time assuming. You know the story. If you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. The tiniest things. Sometimes it's just a look in someone else's eyes that show them that they make a difference just for being on this earth. Because you looked them in the eye, which said you matter, just by giving them eye contact. It's the tiniest things. So anyway, again, I digress. I know I have run into dark empaths, but I didn't know the name for it at the time. When people use your pain against you. So you use your gut instinct and you're careful of who you share your stories with. Not everyone can be trusted. We know that. Be transparent with what's okay to be transparent with. Dark empaths take advantage of people that need love and need friends. They victimize them. Arseny says, bloop, bloop, bloop. Had a Jehovah's Witness come to my door 3 weeks ago, and he keeps coming back asking me questions. So, what are you going to do about it, Arseny? What are you going to do about that? Do you have any plans? What do you do when he comes? That's my question. I don't think all Jehovah's Witnesses are bad. I don't judge people like that because it's their religion, right? I know that you do have interesting views. Let me tell you, when I was alone with Noah, 2 young Jehovah's Witness guys, I don't know if they were teens or young 20s, he's a nice man. I offer him coffee and talk. That's cool, Arseny. He likes your views. And he has his. He probably wants to hear more. When the guys came to my house when I was alone with Noah, I finally sat down with them and talked about my spiritual views without diminishing theirs. And I even told them about my near-death experience. I love that Arseny. He is not used to kindness. I'm sure a lot of people shut the door in their face. So I did like you. I had the spiritual conversation with these boys, offered them something to drink. They listened to what happened to me. I listened to them. And it was a good conversation. They wanted to hear mine, and I heard theirs. And they walked away saying they believed what I said, and they had never heard it like that because I guess they'd been indoctrinated. So we didn't judge each other. So it goes back to, you never know. You never know. I love what you did, RC. People make connections. Sometimes people want to know more. Maybe if they're Jehovah's Witness, all they know is what they've been taught. So if people want to sit down and talk, hey. But I want you to remember, with a dark empath, it's cognitive empathy. It's not heart empathy. It's not heart empathy. They hold grudges and their care sounds forced. They process and understand empathy, but it's always for a plan. It's always for a plan. They're more social. They're more approachable. They act friendly. They look for others that seem like they have no one. I'm going to read you my notes. They're skilled at using others. They understand people's weakest points. They will never see that they are being used. People won't see that they're being used. The people that need people will want them, because they'll make the people feel important until they use them for what they need. I envision a Black Widow spider. Dark empaths are like a Black Widow spider. They're good at hiding their intentions. They'll make people feel more important than they are because they're going to use them. Think of a mob boss. I would think of a mob boss in some ways as a dark empath, to an extent. They always take in people they feel are inferior. They make them feel important, but they see them as inferior. They view their victims, the friends they take in, as weak-minded. But they'll never tell them that, of course. They treat people as toys to manipulate, but they don't let them see that. You understand what I'm saying? They see themselves as independent and not needing people. That's what they tell themselves. They'll make sarcastic jokes about their friends or their lovers around other people, using the things that hurt them. And they have this wonderful ability to guilt trip their friends or their partners. They'll guilt trip them into what they need. It's a sticky web they weave. And half the time you don't see when it's coming. It's very sticky. Sometimes you'll see people in power and they're dark empaths. You'll see a lot of governmental people are dark empaths. A lot of people in government are dark empaths. They can be very calculating. Very calculating. Sometimes you'll see people in music, dark empaths. Not all of them, but some of them are dark empaths. They will use things against you very easily. Does this sound familiar to any of you? Have you had friends like this? Have you had lovers like that? is freaky and scary. Just watch the red flags when you're around them. Watch the red flags. Use your gut. Use your gut. And oftentimes, they'll share some stuff about them, but you won't get a lot of in-depth anything from them. You'll do more of the deep sharing than they ever will. That is a red flag within itself. Because they want to get the info from you, like a spy, that they can use. Ooh, girl. Gourmet says, I think I know a guy like that. He's my friend's husband. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Willow says, yes, I unfollow a friend today like that. I'm done with them. Well, listen, I'm giving out the information. If someone acts like that once or twice, I wouldn't label them that. This would be continuous behavior of a person, consistent personality trait. You know what I'm saying? Not something that happens once or twice. It would be a consistent personality trait. Just keep that in mind. I kind of knew what you meant. I completely understand. My so-called friend of 16 years sounds like that. Arseny. That's spooky. No worries, Willow, for multitasking. I don't blame you. Can you hear me? Was I muted? How long have I been muted? Does anyone know how long I've been muted? Has it been long? I didn't mute myself. I don't know what happened. Does anyone have an idea how long I've been muted? If you had to guess, 5 seconds, and then you use your intro. Okay, good. Whew. I need to get new headphones where I cannot do that. My husband got me some, and he hasn't given them to me yet, where they just fit over your ear. But anyhow, I guess we are ready to do the angel cards, if you're ready. It is a Halloween treat. Okay. If everyone has a good understanding of a dark empath, let's lighten up this mood. Let's lighten this up. Let's get rid of all the dark energy. Whew. Abracadabra, zoomity zoom. Let's get this dark empath energy out of this room. Get the dark empath energy out of the room. Now. I can't stand that. Yuck. Let's call the angels down. Halloween treat. for entertainment purposes only. Okay, I'm filling the room with light again. Who would like to go first? Who would like to go first? The vibration of the sound removes negative spirit and attracts the positive ones, from what I've been told. It's fascinating. Yes, it does. I went into meditation and prayer before I even came on the channel. I might have rose things a little too high and got some action going on, because I had told Steven, I said, I need to jump my energy up before I go on. Little did I know, I set that water heater off. Okay, Gourmet Thursday. You have to give me an intention or an area of concern. Otherwise, we'll be on here all night. So, what is your question of intention or area of concern? Yeah, what a crazy night. That's the way I have to go. Question of intention or area of concern. Otherwise, I will be on here too long, because I called down angels too. Gourmet Thursday. Area of concern or question of intention. That's how I have to start. Okay. A current love interest. Oh, this is curious. Okay, here's the thing. Let me ask. I need to ask something else too. One second. Oh, gourmet is so complicated because look, there's all this energy going on around you, okay? First of all, a card came up that confirmed something for me that I felt for you before. They're saying self employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We're co-workers and committee when remain I can't read this. By your side to ensure your something and always. Anyway, here's the thing. There's this energy going on around you, okay? There's two things going on around you. There's one with someone in place that you already know, that back and forth energy, okay? There's something in place building up to you being an entrepreneur of where things are changing and where you are. There's all this energy building up for that. I feel like it's being made somehow where you split off into entrepreneurship. I don't know how or why, but I feel it, okay? It's not going to happen immediately. But there is this buildup somehow for that. You're not going to remain stationary in the same guise of what you're doing. There's a build up, because it shows me like, how do I put it? You know, like in Hawaii, what are those things called? Like a volcano. And it's not in a bad way. Because I see in so many months' time, one man being brave enough to make the shift and approach a change, right? But there's another man. There's another man. And it's an impromptu. It's an impromptu connection and meeting. Like you have two decisions to make. Gourmet, two decisions to make. One you've been yearning for, but the other one's new and fresh. It's impromptu and accidental, like a new energy. You get what I'm saying? Like an impromptu and accidental, fresh, new energy where you're like, this is a possibility, but I've been pining about this one. I've been pining about this one. But this is a possibility here. What do I do? Are you hearing me? There's energy in two ways. This one is so hard. This one is so hard. So hard. But this one puts you in a place of independence. There's interest there, but he's dragging it out. There's fear. He's dragging it out. It could turn into something, but it would be drug out for a long time. This is all about your free will. The other one's fresh and new and quick. But I still feel you becoming your own entrepreneur and it being well, it being good. It's going to be a good thing. That opportunity feels good, Gourmet. I don't feel you staying like you are, like permanently staying. But it still could be connected to the one that you work for. It just feels like more of a break off or an opportunity to be a partner or an entrepreneur. And I'll check on that again, but that's how the energy feels like it's flowing. They just keep saying a new partner. They keep pushing a new partner. In every which way. Because I don't see you being alone, Gourmet. I don't see you being alone. Girl, mm-mm. Because it's a new time for birth and new ideas and situations. Don't fixate. Don't fixate on the one you've been putting all your energy into, other than it may be an opportunity there work wise to split off. I know you don't have a partner right now, girl. I know. But they're telling me, basically, they're saying, don't fixate. Don't fixate where you are now. Let your eyes be fresh. Let your eyes be fresh to give more opportunity where you can see. Do you get what I'm saying? You've been so fixated. Sometimes we get so fixated we can't see what's around us. Girl, unfixate. Unfixate. Because they're making me feel like there's going to be like some kind of chance meeting. Feels almost like a Hallmark movie. Feels almost like a Hallmark movie. Basically, they're saying, unfixate. but your career wise, it feels good to me. I keep feeling like, and you know I've felt like it before. This it's an entrepreneur thing for you. It just feels strong. It still feels there. And I don't usually feel that for people. But for you, for some reason, it feels like it needs to happen. A reason for everything, girl. And that may be the reason you're still so stuck on this other guy. Hey, Mr. Spartan Dan, sweet, sweet guy. So I hope that helps, Gourmet. And we can double check on it later, too. That's what I'm feeling. And the cat's going crazy. Do you agree, Victor? Welcome, Gourmet. I mean, you could be waiting for a long time for Mr. this other guy. I mean, the interest is definitely there, but Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yep, the cat's like. Okay, who was next? Hey, Nikki Nikki. Wasn't it Care Bear? Is she still here? All my animals talk. Thank God the water heater's not talking now. That scared the boo-hoo out of me. I know my eyes were probably this big. Who is next? Is the Care Bear still here or did she leave? Wasn't it Care Bear? I felt that stuff strong. Gourmet. It was all good. Nothing bad. You're too cute to be alone, Gourmet. You just giving your energy too hard to that one person. Okay, Care Bear, question and area of interest. Sorry to have to do it that way, but like I said, if we did a whole life layout, you'd be here forever. For sessions with people, which I can do, that's an appointment to connect with people, and do therapeutic sessions and stuff. That's a whole hour. Okay, area of concern and question, my love. Care Bear. For entertainment purposes only. You said that you wanted a question, Care Bear? Or concern? It's your turn. Your health and love life. Care Bear, I'm trying to scan your body. And it's hard it's hard for me to get away from the right side of your head. Do you deal with migraines or headaches over there on the right side of your head? I start to scan and it just keeps taking me there. Not that you don't deal with issues other places, but do you deal with issues on the upper right side of your head, like headaches, migraines? I know it travels there. But that's one of the things I have to ask. Because when I start to go down, it flips me back there, flips me back there, flips me back there. And a lot of the reasons you deal with those so much is because of the anxiety and stress you carry in your body. Because I know you deal with depression, but the anxiety and stress you consistently carry, triggers those migraines. Okay, I couldn't get away from it. Couldn't get away from it. Okay. Before we go further, I'm going to try to connect with that right now because I can't get past it. I want you to take a deep breath, Care Bear. I'm going to try to connect with it, see if we can take the pain down or try to stop it. Take a deep breath with me and hold it. I'm going to try to surround it with light and see if we can take that pain down. And slowly breathe out. Surround the eye with light too. Again, inhale slowly to the count of 4. I want you to imagine that light just completely surrounding it. Completely surrounding it. And as that light surrounds it, I want you to imagine that the light is going through all of that pain and through your eye and sucking up the darkness of the pain. Blow out. Inhale again. I'm pushing light through all of that pain that's in that headache and in your eye. Pretend that pain is dark and I'm pushing light through it. Inhale again. Hold it and blow out slowly. I'm squishing the dark pain with light, squishing it out. Inhale again. And imagine a hand just pushing the pain out with the breath. Inhale again, Care Bear. One good last time. Hold it. And a hand is pushing all that pain out. Good job. Hey, what's it all about, Darren? Good job, Care Bear. Your health, Care Bear, is greatly contingent right now upon your self-care. Because all the stress and anxiety that you carry is breaking down your cells in your body. Your unconscious brain is interpreting that as a breakdown, right? Is inviting disease. You can turn the switch on to correct that for your future. Okay? Because I'm concerned about what it can turn into later. But you're at a point now, the switch can be flipped. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're at a point now, the switch can be flipped. Because it concerns me about your blood pressure, the migraines, your vision, and where this can go. Care Bear, you're at a, how can I say it, a fork in the road with your health. It can be switched, but you've got to get a handle on your stress and anxiety. You get me? And you can, but the time is now. The time is now. The eye and the headaches are telling you, it's a message to you to make a change in how you're handling stress and anxiety and everything. It's a message to you to start doing self-care things to how you handle the stress in your life. how you handle the anxiety. That is something in your body telling you, hey, we need you to do something. It's like when your computer breaks down and it's overloaded, you do things so it won't be so overloaded so it functions properly, right? What's going on in your head, that migraine and crap, is telling you you've got to do something so things function more smoothly and won't go haywire. This is the message you're getting angelically and from your headache, and why when I'm scanning your body, it wouldn't let me keep scanning. It kept taking me, angelically kept taking me back to your head and lighting up here, lighting up. So with all the love in my heart, that is the message for you, sweetheart, okay? That is the message for you. So I would start listening to meditation stuff, doing breathing exercises. Even if you can only exercise 15 minutes a day, I would do that. Start doing, some, what is it, when you give yourself inspirational messages, it's, you've got to do self-care. Proper diet, proper sleep, change your mindset. Baby, it's time, Care Bear. You are worth all of it. You are worth all of it. And let me tell you what's going to happen. Let me tell you what's going to happen. And it could happen in a short period of time. I promise you. You start working on all those things consistently and loving on yourself, love will come knocking on your door, baby. Love will come knocking on your door with steady progress. Steady progress. Go to the ocean. Take a small trip. You will begin to notice the signs so quickly with that change in your direction. And you ask Archangel Michael and ask your angels to assist you. And ask Shantae to come. Get some support. Go to therapy if you can. To let all the junk and the pain out of your body. The time is now. The time is now to release all of it. Spend time alone in nature. Do whatever you can to release everything that is not serving you, Care Bear. All the pain, the indecisiveness, the wrong messages that you are feeding yourself about yourself, because you are a most beautiful soul. You are a most beautiful soul. Yes, you are. You have been feeding yourself the wrong messages all along, and I don't know who gave them to you in the first place, but I am telling you, you go through the self-care and start resonating higher, and love will be on the way, because you will know how to pick the right one for you, because respect will be given both ways. It will. And I'm telling you, you do all of this work and you start doing it consistently and start loving your self-care, Bear, I feel like you will have a partner in 7 months' time. But you have to promise yourself, your creator, me too, that you will start doing self-care and loving yourself consistently for 7 months. 7 months. And do not stop. Do not stop. Resonate higher. Start loving you. Love you so you can find the love you deserve. You watch, Care Bear. Your health will start leveling out. It will start rising up. You will start rising up and love that you deserve, that respects you, and you will respect will be in your life. No one deserves to feel about themselves like you do. Because it is the wrong message, girl. It has always been the wrong message. That is the truth from me and above. I hope this has helped you. I would not tell you anything. I would not speak to you that is not the truth. I would not. I'm going to check up on you. I hope this has helped because I am going to check up on you, Care Bear. And you know I will. You know I will because I have done it in the past. You know I will. And you know my DM's open anytime for you. You know that's the truth. Because it always has been. Love you. I hope this has helped. Drink more water. Who's next? Who is next? Yes, she definitely can do it. I hope this has helped. Who is next? And please, your head. I hope your head's feeling better, Care Bear. Is it feeling better at the moment? Truth. Don't tell me anything that's not true. Is your head feeling better? Yes, you need 7 months for it to stick, Willow. It's been ingrained in her too long. How is your head feeling at the moment, Care Bear? Who is next? Love you too, Care Bear. Who would like to go next? Well, I wasn't going to tell Care Bear some magic. Oh, next week you'll feel better about yourself and love will walk in. I'm not going to give her baloney. I have to tell her what I get. Who would like to go next? Or did I scare everybody because I could scan and feel where Care Bear had pain? I hope not. And see, that's why I hesitate to do these things, because when people figure out I'm actually real. You want to go next, Shelly? Okay. And are you enjoying your vacation, Shelly? Did you get your Florida on? Shelly's turn. Okay, Shelly, what do you want to know, or what is your concern? See what time it is. 10:10. Could be a little less stressful. Could be. Okay, is that your concern? I'm confused. Health. Your health. Oh, no, you just got it. Okay. Oh, it could be a little less stressful. Anytime you go with family, oh, Shelly, Shelly, Shelly. They're talking about the upcoming wedding, but also talking about what I've already told you about change coming. Okay. A change coming with employment. But they're just confirming what I already told you. Change coming with employment because of stress, because of the stress in your life, the stress it puts on you, the stress it puts on you physically and on your health and everything, that it's going to be better for you in the future. It's needed, okay? It's not going to be the second, but in your gut, I want you to take a deep breath, Shelly, okay? I want you to imagine that you're walking into an elevator, Shelly. You're walking into an elevator and there's somebody else in there as well. And you're walking into an elevator 8 months from now, and the person asks you, "Oh, hey, what's your name?" And you tell them, and they ask you, "What do you do?" And it's 8 months from now. And what do you tell them that you do for work? 8 months from now. Next June. And it's coming from your gut. In your vision, in your gut, what was the first thing you saw? Maybe you will be a retired millionaire. But it's an exercise, lottery winner, to see if you actually are doing what you're doing now. And 8 months from now, I just feel like you're going to make a shift. You're excellent at what you do, but I just, for some reason, I feel like you're going to make a shift. Because I feel like physically, emotionally, it's going to get wearing. And something in you is going to want more. Almost like energetically, because they're telling me growth wise, spiritually growth wise, you have grown. You have grown emotionally, physically, spiritually. And it makes you itchy. You know what I'm talking about? It's making you itchy. So you need something challenging this way. Challenging this way. And I feel it's going to be really good. Health wise, I feel like you're going to make a change. You're going to make a difference somehow with things. But health wise, I feel like you just need to step back because what you're doing is wearing on you physically. So you need to step back for that reason. So you can do things to take better care of yourself. Because in general, you're doing okay. There's some things you could do better at. We know you had COVID. You still have residual congestion. So to do things to work out your lungs more, so so they can get more oxygen in. But in general, I don't see anything when I scan profound, except do things to work out your lungs more, so you can expand them and get more O2 in and more CO2 out. But yeah, I do see, again, I've already talked to you about the work thing, but do see more work things changing in the next year. Yeah, but the congestion thing, they're telling me you've got to do things to help expand your lungs more, so in the future it's not an issue. So in the future it's not an issue. There's a baby. There's a baby coming. I feel like there's an announcement of a baby coming spring or spring, maybe beginning of summer. There's a baby announcement. I love you too, Shell Bell. I hope that helped. Okay. Mm. Is there anybody else before I wrap up? Because I need food. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You are welcome. Just move in 6 months and buy for them. First time I'm looking in the right place, and will things go smoothly? Must move in 6 months and buy for the first time. Am I looking in the right place, and will things go smoothly? Honestly, why do I get, okay, right out of the bat, I'm getting a K name for a place. Where's the K name coming from? I mean, right off the bat, before I even look at the angel cards, where is the K name? Is there a K name? Can you tell me? Arseny, is there a K name for a place you're looking at, by the way? I mean, a minute that you were telling me about it. Not Kildare, but is there a K name for a place you're looking at? I kept seeing K. Karshi, Carolee are near Chiwumba. Okay, Carolee sounds right. What did you think about Carolee? Because that is K. It's the first thing that flashed in my head. What did you think about Carolee? I mean, that is the first thing that popped in my head when I was reading your first thing they showed me when I was reading your question. And I always trust the first thing. All signs show that it's a good time for your move. Let me reread your question. It's okay, but not too close to the special school. Okay, what? Tell me about Toowoomba. Okay, how far away is Carolee from the school? Because, look, I know that Carolee is not that close to the school, but when I ask, I keep getting Carolee's 30 minutes from the school. Look, when I ask, I keep getting directed to Carolee. Okay? When I ask angelic guidance, I keep getting directed to Carolee. I keep getting directed to Carolee. And they make me feel like you're saving money, and that's money that you can put toward your son's needs and equipment and household needs, etc. 15 minutes isn't that huge of a difference when you can save money and put it toward household needs or your son's needs. Do you get what I'm saying? 15 minutes is not that big a difference. They keep pushing me toward Carolee, and when that K popped up in my head, immediately I have to trust that. I feel like if you keep looking and you, Arseny, ask you and your wife, ask for your angel's guidance and ask for your son's angel's guidance. Do that. Do that. Ask them to to ask them to guide you to the perfect house for your son's and your family's needs. Do that. I'm telling you, it will make the biggest difference. Seriously, do that. They will assist you. Ask them to guide you. People forget to do that. You will feel it in your gut. You and your wife will feel it in your gut the minute you see that home. You might find one in Carolee that is so close to the other place that you will be like, whoa, this is it. You can't get much closer. You can't get more perfect than this. It is all going to work out. Buying your first house makes you a crazy wreck. It is one of the most nerve-wracking things you can do, along with having your first child, getting married. It is nerve-wracking. Up until you sign that paper, you're going to be a nervous wreck. So just try to enjoy the process, breathe through it, share the pictures with people, share it with me, share it with friends as you look for the houses, right? And figure out what your needs are. Arseny, it's going to be okay. You're going to be happy you did. It's all going to come together. You'll feel it in your gut. You'll feel it in your gut, okay? Not your head, not your heart, your gut. When you walk through it, you'll just know that you know that you know. All signs is showing it's all going to be okay. I know that you're nervous, but everything points to Carolee, okay? Don't become house poor. That's the worst thing you can do. Don't go in an expensive place just because it's 15 minutes closer. Don't do that. Everything's pointing to Carolee. All my love to you and your family. I hope that's helped, okay? It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Okay, it is 10:30. I need to wrap up. I hate to do this, but I've got to have food. I never eat before I do live. It's getting late for me. You are most welcome, Arseny. I love all of you so, so much. I hope that you enjoyed me doing this. I hope that you did. My love to all of you. To all of you on the spooky Halloween Wednesday night in October when my water heater blew. I hope that helps, Arseny. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. I will see you on Saturday. I'll probably take a poll. Did everybody enjoy me doing angel readings of light to offset that dark. You're most welcome, Care Bear. Did everybody enjoy that? Doing it for fun. Please, I always forget, please hit that like. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you in the bushes for coming too. I appreciate you. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. Do all of the YouTubey things. Thank you, Shelly Marie, for coming, even though you're on vacation. Big love to you all. Remember, your vibe attracts your tribe. If you would like to contribute to my coffee fund, you can do so at miracles3@charter.net on PayPal, or you can do so at Cash App at Dear Dana 1111. Thank you so much, what it's all about, Dara. But you don't have to. Just your coming to Dear Dana and being a part of the community, that is wonderful all in itself. I appreciate you all so much. I love you. I'll see you on Saturday night. Enjoy the rest of your week. Until next time, let's go. Take it easy, Breezy. I'm going to hit that song if I can find it. Dun, 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 dun. It's by Netflix. Bye, everybody. Mwah.
When you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go, go. Go, 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 yo.
Play.
Go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried.
What's wrong with YouTube? They're not playing. Oh well.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Anybody know what happened to the YouTube song? Oh well. I don't know what they're playing. Anyway, take it easy. I'll talk to you next time. Bye, everybody. Here we go.
Never really know just what you want. With you. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can